Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Skyrokkets. My name is Skyler and this is my 41st movie review for my channel. Now today we're going to be talking about the movie Challengers, which features Zendaya as the main female lead, and then Mike Faced and Josh O'Connor as the two male leads. So let's start off this movie review with a description of what this movie is about. Challengers follows two best friends named Art and Patrick, who both have eyes for Tashi, a tennis player that becomes Art's future coach and wife, as we find out within the first few minutes of the movie. The love triangle between these three causes Patrick and Art's friendship to end, but many years later, these two come face to face again at a challenger tournament when Tashi makes Art, who is now a professional champion, play due to his recent losing streak. But when Art realizes he'll be playing against his old friend and Tashi's former lover, the tension builds between them, and only one will be able to come out on top. So to start off with the story, I hated how the timeline of the story bounced back and forth so many times. It would have been so much better if they just started from the beginning and then went forward. But nope, they had to start with the Challenger tournament and then go back in time and then go forward and then go back in time again. And it was just so much back and forth that it got annoying. And another thing that also bothered me was that it would do a lot of slow motion and electronic music like multiple times throughout the film. I just wanted this movie to be over, honestly. It felt like it was a 3-hour movie because they'd be like bouncing the ball, like bounce, bounce, and then like throw it up. That's basically what it was. Imagine that, but longer. Like it was longer than that. And you just have electronic music playing in the background, like, and it's just, it was annoying how constantly they did that. And I just, yeah, that's something that really bothered me. And when I was looking at other people, like all the other reviews, and you'll see later on at the end of this, but the audience gave this movie below average, and critics gave it like above 80%. So this was more of a critic movie than an audience movie. So if you're going to like criticize like, oh, the cast, acting, and story, yada yada, you may like this movie, but if you're going for entertainment, do not see this movie. I mean, that's just my recommendation. My best friend, or one of my best friends, went and saw it and she recommended it to me, and so I was actually more hyped for it because originally I was planning on seeing it, and then she hyped it up, and then I had to call afterwards and be like, this movie sucked. Even my friend that was with me did not like it. He hated it and I hated it. So I mean, two people versus one, I don't know. Anyway, the dialogue between characters was good in some scenes and poor in others because some of the dialogue was just awkward and weird at some points. I thought it was interesting though, the characters, the two friends, specifically the guy friends, having this bond. They're like brothers and their friendship was destroyed over a girl, and they still come back together at the end. Sorry for spoiling that, but I mean, you probably figure it's gonna happen anyway. Throughout the film, we see these two friends with different personalities and how they both interact with their love interest, Tashi. We also see that the love interest, Tashi, is power hungry and wants control. Honestly, she does not seem like a good person, and neither does Patrick at some points. So you kind of feel like those two would be perfect for each other. But then I kind of felt bad for Art, honestly. Speaking of these characters, I feel like the cast was well chosen, and okay, like, why do people exist like this? Like people with loud cars. I'm sorry, but just gonna, I don't like people with loud cars. Anyway, continue back to this. I think the cast was well chosen and they all did great with the roles. I have no complaints with the acting or cast. Zendaya did great, making me dislike her character because of how toxic she was. And Patrick, honestly, at some points made me dislike him, but also like him at other points. And Art, I just liked Art. Like, I don't know, maybe I just connected more with Art, and maybe that's why the character development in this movie was so good, is because you can connect with one of the characters on some level. The music for this movie was pretty well chosen, although the execution into or out of some scenes was poor, and some scenes would just cut off the music and do it so poorly. Others would actually fade out and were executed well, so there was that. The knee injury scene was pretty well done and looked realistic. I liked the different camera perspectives and angles, although that perspective from the ball being hit might make some people nauseous because it's like a camera on a ball or something and they're hitting it back and forth and stuff. So some people might get nauseous during that. I also like when it shows a close-up of them sweating because it shows how hard they're working and looks like they were legitimately playing intensively. Now that I'm done with the review, let's get to the rating. Overall, I give this movie 5 out of 10 stars because the acting was good, the music was good, great camera angles and perspectives, story was interesting, good tennis sequences, great outfits, but it was dragged on, the timeline bounced back and forth too much, editing in some scenes with the music could have been done better, and the story could have been better in some areas. So that's why I'm giving this 5 out of 10. Anyway, that's all for my movie review. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And if you want to check out more of my movie reviews, you can wait till the end of this video and tap on the playlist that pops up, or you can tap on my name down below. But until next time, I will catch y'all with the next flick.